Greetings everyone! In this video, I'm going to talk with you about your first major writing project for our course, which is the annotated bibliography. Before we delve into the details, I invite you to take a few moments to read the annotated bibliography material on our course site, which includes the project description and rubric. Familiarizing yourself with these resources beforehand will significantly enhance your understanding of the vital aspects we'll be covering in this video. Now, let's shift our focus to the project. Your task in this project is to craft an annotated bibliography. We're beginning with this project in English 102, as it will assist you in taking the first step to gradually working towards our culminating project in the course, which is the academic article. While the academic article is a lengthy and robust genre, the annotated bibliography is a more concise, focused genre that requires you to identify and analyze credible sources. More so, the annotated bibliography allows you to begin practicing some of the key moves we've discussed with academic writing so far this semester. As you may recall, academic writing, and especially academic argumentation, emphasizes the importance of listening to ongoing conversations to understand and comprehend the ideas of others before you assert your own views. That's truly what the annotated bibliography is designed to help you with. You're going to conduct high-quality research to compose your annotated bibliography as you familiarize yourself with some of the specific ideas and viewpoints surrounding the issue that you plan to explore in your academic article. As you conduct this research, you'll be expected to discover sources that not only support your viewpoint on the issue, but also sources that effectively acknowledge opposing viewpoints, or people who essentially disagree or hold different perspectives than you. This will allow you to gather relevant, credible research that will truly serve as the foundation for your academic article. On this project handout, you'll see that the first portion summarizes the purpose of the project. If we scroll down on the handout, you'll see the directions portion. This section focuses on the specific requirements for the project. One of the key things to note in these first couple of sentences is that the entire project should be a minimum of 1,500 words, which will derive from the following components mentioned in this section of the handout. Your annotated bibliography should begin by listing the 1 to 2 sentence thesis statement you plan to use in your academic article. To compose an effective thesis statement, it's imperative that you identify a focused, narrow topic in your academic or career field to explore, instead of a broad, generalized topic. By narrowing the topic, you'll ultimately be able to focus your research to ensure it's intentional, it's specific, it's targeted towards your unique needs for writing. Ultimately, this will allow you to make specific, well-supported claims in your academic article. Within this module, there is material, like the lessons, that will help you narrow down a topic and compose a compelling, clear thesis statement that articulates the argument you plan to make about the issue in your academic or career field. This is one of the most pivotal parts of your annotated bibliography, and eventually, your academic article, because it is the focal point for your argument. Because of that, I strongly recommend reaching out to me if you want assistance composing the thesis statement. I'm truly happy to help you, and you just need to reach out and let me know that you'd like assistance. Once you compose your thesis statement, you'll be expected to locate 3 credible and relevant sources for your annotated bibliography. These should be the sources you plan to use in your academic article eventually, and thus they should directly relate to your thesis statement. Your goal is to find the best sources for your topic, as your research will be the foundation for the coming projects. Before we delve deeper into this content, I want to stress that the annotated bibliography is a research-intensive project. Because of that, this module primarily focuses on research habits and skills, including how to find relevant, credible sources, as well as how to use them intentionally in your writing. Be sure to engage fully with the module materials, including lessons, readings, and assignments, as they are essential for your success. As part of the module, we'll also collaborate with a librarian to refine your research process. By investing time and effort into this module, you'll be set up for success in this project and the coming ones. Now, in terms of the material you'll include in the annotated bibliography, once you locate your 3 sources, I'm asking you to begin by creating an MLA or APA entry. You will need to identify which documentation style, MLA or APA, is appropriate based on the topic you selected to write about this semester. MLA format is typically preferred for the humanities, languages, literature, philosophy, the arts, while APA format is used by the social sciences, such as psychology and sociology, as well as health sciences and education. If you're unsure which documentation style to use, please reach out, as I'm happy to discuss this with you to ensure you're on track. Please also know you'll continue to use this documentation style for the remaining major projects. Thus, the entry you create for the annotated bib is the one that will eventually go on your works cited page or reference list for the academic article. There are several lessons in the module that discuss how to properly cite research, and your textbook is another excellent resource to help with citations, which is also mentioned in the module lessons. After you compose the citation, you'll write an annotation by summarizing, evaluating, and reflecting on each source and its usefulness to your academic article. You'll begin with a summary. The summary for each source should include a robust paragraph that conveys the main points of that source. Here is where you'll discuss the main argument and claims of the source, as well as compelling details that the author or authors use to support their claims. To assist you with writing that summary, as well as with practicing how to integrate research in your writing, I'm asking you to include a 1-sentence quote from the source within your summary. The quote should be introduced with a proper signal phrase and include an in-text citation, both of which are discussed more in the module. This will further help you with the next project as well, since we'll be quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing research moving forward. It's my goal that you carry these skills with you as you move forward. After you write the summary paragraph, I'm asking that you compose an evaluation of the source in one well-developed paragraph. In this portion of the handout, you'll notice several terms bolded, which are parts of the CRAP test. The CRAP test is a tool supported by many libraries, which we'll use to analyze the credibility and relevance of research in relation to your specific topic. In this module, you'll find a lesson that talks about the CRAP test more in depth. I'm asking that you apply the CRAP test to each of the sources in the annotated bibliography. So you'll tell me about the currency, relevance, accuracy, authority, and purpose of each source to truly justify why you believe it's a valid, credible source to use in your research. Finally, I'm asking you to compose a reflection paragraph in which you explain how you intend to use the source in your research. How do you see this source helping you compose your academic article? How does it specifically support your thesis statement? Why do you believe this source is the best source for that purpose? What other sources did you consult, and why did you decide to use this source? It will be essential that you identify specific information and evidence from the source that you plan to use here to respond to these questions and fully explain how you plan to use this source. At the same time, I realize this may change as you continue to progress with your writing and research over the next few weeks. You may find a better source, for instance, or you may rethink the vision you have for a source. That's okay. At this point, I want you to explain your current vision and justify why you are considering this source. If you scroll further down, you'll discover some additional requirements for the project. With the 3 sources you're using, I'm asking that one of them is from a perspective that differs from the stance you're taking in your thesis statement. So you'll have 2 sources that are supporting your thesis statement and one source that opposes your thesis or takes a different stance than what you're arguing. Additionally, I'm asking that you have one academic source, which is a peer-reviewed source. This is something you can locate in many of the library databases or possibly through Google Scholar, but it must be peer-reviewed. We'll discuss this in the module, but essentially, peer-reviewed is an additional level of scrutiny that sources go through to fully demonstrate that it's a credible, well-developed source supported by experts in the field. Aside from this one source that must be peer-reviewed, your other sources, as long as they pass the CRAP test, can be non-scholarly sources. You are also welcome to have all academic sources, or you can have the one peer-reviewed source alone and then non-academic or popular sources. It will largely depend on your topic and the available research. Essentially, you must have at least one peer-reviewed source for this project. On the annotated bibliography project, I'm also asking that you identify the sources as, quote, academic source and, quote, opposing view source. That leads to the final portion here on formatting the project. Below are the guidelines on how I'd like you to structure the project. You'll see I'm asking you to begin with your thesis statement. Then identify source 1 with a citation, summary paragraph, evaluation, and reflection. Source 2 should be labeled academic source and then include the citation, summary, evaluation, and reflection. And source 3 should be the opposing view source and include the citation, followed by a summary, evaluation, and reflection. In addition to the information on this handout, there is also a sample of one source on Canvas, which includes how to compose and format the information like we've discussed. Please consult this material in the module so you can see how to meet the expectations discussed here. As we wrap up, I'd like to emphasize that I'm always here to help. If you'd like further clarification or feedback at any point, please just reach out. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.